Hey guys, Elton McFall here on Boulevard of P9. I just took a long break there at the corner street, which is Boulevard Saint-Joseph. They did a nice little sort of like a miniature park there with wood chips and some water fountain and nice benches. And this here, right here, this is a rapid transit. I don't know how to explain it. It's a rapid transit system literally for the 45 route as they have in other cities, and basically, yeah, that's what it's for. It's just so a quicker service on the 45 route, limiting buses, basically buses only. You know, like what I saw what they did it years ago, or God knows how many decades ago in San Francisco, with the Muni public transit system in San Francisco, and the streetcars. They would run them, always running in the middle of Market Street, you know. So I just had this idea suddenly to do this video because for one thing, I'm walking like with the wind by my back, so you should hear everything I say. You got some nice old antiquated buildings here, got some traffic, and but holy cow, look at this, they repaved this all in concrete. Holy shit, man, that's expensive. Wow, that makes sense, because I've often said it that after taking this route, which is all Arctic scrap, Nova scrap articulated buses, which look more impressive than they are, and because those buses, they weigh so goddamn much, they've ruined this boulevard. So that's why they're replacing this all with concrete, because it doesn't wear out or get damaged as much. Anyway, and I'm also doing this video because, typical, the street lights are on, it's daytime. I'm also doing this video because of the fact, look at these old buildings, look at all this property. All that's new and all redone, the grass, all these windows, all redone. I'm doing this also because I haven't done a walking video since the last one I did on Michel Jasmin, and that was like a couple of weeks ago, I think, easily. You know? The Montreal Botanical Gardens are back down somewhere where I'm pointing here, in this huge Olympic Park over here. Probably should go check some of this out one day, you know. What do they call those roofs? Terracotta? Probably invented by Italians, because, you know, I mean, you go to St. Leonard, anywhere where there's Italians, you'll see houses with those kinds of roofs. There's another one there. Very typical. But I heard they're not worth a goddamn, that they leak easily. I could see that. I could see that being the case. I mean, look at the design, right? Look, there's even one of those pieces that's missing on this one. That's not too good. Gone with the wind. Yeah, well, you know, the Americans, you Americans, if you watch these videos, or you're foreign Montrealers, you live here, you know, this is how Americans have done their roads in some Canadian cities for years. Look, both sides, all concrete. It'll last pretty much forever. Last as long as that Prius there, as long as the battery doesn't die. Oh, I spoke with my father-in-law before. I said I was on Saint Joseph. No, this is Saint Joseph. I was on Laurier before. And look, there's Carmelo Soprano's Mercedes. Yeah, I was a big fan of the Sopranos. But as I was thinking about, one of my other favorite gangsterly movies is Goodfellas. So anyway, all these movies and TV shows glamorizing the mafia and gangsters, you know, there's a downside to everything. Like, it's like, I'm at a point in my age where it's like, we always looked at that as entertainment, nothing more than that, right? But some people, there's always going to be that percentage that takes that too seriously. Like these idiots that play these shoot 'em up video games, and they end up like killing like 15 people somewhere, you know. So again, I don't condone or agree with the mafia and what they do. That's their own business. But you don't want to fly straight, whatever. But taking lives and all that, and like I always say, don't do business, or no, not don't do business, but I mean, don't borrow money from these people if you can't pay it back. Or as the expression goes, don't cash a check your butt can't cash. You know, don't write a check your butt can't cash. You know what I mean? It reminds me of Ben's car. He had a Hyundai exactly like that. Well, like I said, we had a falling out. What are you gonna do, man? That's typical me. I've lost so many friends. It's just, I'm so used to it. That's life. That's my life. Story of my life. Relationships, never been great. But the friends that I do have, I highly value and I cherish, and I call them all the time, and they call me. And look at that. Beautiful, classy looking, very downtown-esque type of lamppost. That's a really nice touch. I like that. And they're on, of course. Everything's on around here. Holes in the sky. Weather hasn't been too fantastic lately, I'll tell you right now. Been cloudy more than anything. Nice little Sterling. Nice color, shit car. Colorless, 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 colorless. And today is the 8th of June 2022. Hallelujah. Even though, like I said, I was talking to my father-in-law before, or stepfather, sorry, I always say father-in-law. You know, it's, you can't complain. It's, look, everything is beautifully green and grown and colorful. It's not cold, 18, 17 degrees. Man, I was walking earlier, I walked all the way up here from my place. And it's ideal for walking because it's cool. You got that crisp, cool air. You know, it's comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, you're not even pumping a sweat. It's dynamite. Right? So, you know, there used to be a house around here that had this humongous cow. There's the city of Montreal, the Econoline or X. Yeah, it had this huge cow over here somewhere, like larger than life. Made of I don't know what. I don't know if it's still here or not. Definitely one of those like America roadside attraction kind of a thing, you know? Yeah, so I'm just slowly making my way back home because I don't know if I was doing when I did the video, but the past a couple weeks or less, I'm on my third painting, 16 by 20 inch paintings I'm doing. I decided when I was doing job hunting after being frustrated and realizing it's always the same shitty, crappy jobs, I'm like, man, like I gotta, you know, I don't have a choice. I always said I never was interested in doing paintings of people's vehicles, but hey, man, I can do it generally easy. And as my friend Scott told me, he's like, yeah, sure, it's perfect for you, just sitting on your ass, you know, and painting. And like, yeah, it's not hard to sit on your ass and do stuff. Well, I mean, I have to use my mind and figure out how to do this and that. But I'm doing this painting of, and you'll see that very soon, or already have seen it, of Elvis waxing his 55 Cadillac. What's that? You know, with turtle wax, pink Cadillac, 1956, 55. The picture was taken in, and he's like 22 years old. Because I'm a big Elvis fan, and it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. And I think I'm pretty much it's gonna be sold because I have a friend who's a huge Elvis collector. Look at that, eh? That looks like it's getting the old refurbishing, eh? Yeah. Well, I gotta say, I mean, these concrete roads, it's already better. I find they already look better, you know? It'll definitely, if they're doing the whole street like this, I will definitely be more enticed to take the Arctic scrap. There's one right there. You know, if you ever have to take these buses, unless you're not sensitive, don't go sit in the trailer part in the back. That's the worst. That is the worst. I'll just wait here a minute to catch my breath. Let that girl go by there with her dog texting, even though she's sticking at the phone. She's pretty much oblivious. You know, there's another one of these stops here. I don't like walking behind people. I don't like filming this stuff walking behind people. Maybe what I should do actually is cross the street for a change. Because I think every time I've ever done a walking video on this boulevard, I don't think I've ever done it on the other side. And the reason why is because I usually film around this time and you see the sun is right there. But now it's like past high noon. Matter of fact, if you want to get really anal, I'll tell you, that does look kind of nice though, eh? You know, the funny thing is, I think they even had an express route here in the past. That's the funny thing with the old new look buses and the classics and all that. 1:45. 1:45. You know, it's actually kind of funny is that they don't have a choice. They actually have to redo these roads. Not just because the ride is so shit on these particular pieces of junk made in St. Eustache, but it's also because of the fact that these buses break very easily, I was told. Because like I said, they're junk. Low floor buses, as a matter of fact, have never been made of good quality actually. Well, you know, it shows how the price of gas is high, eh? Because, and it's not a weekday, because I haven't seen one antique car drive anywhere, not even old, like, I mean, not even 90s or older, Let me just let this girl go by. I want to figure out what street this is. Here we go. We're at, Montreal, I think. I think that's the end and start of Montreal. There it is. Oh, battery's dying. Oh man, I've got an old spare battery, but it's worn down. It's pretty much worn out. Oh man, I'm telling you, I know eventually I'm gonna have to like replace this camera, and I don't have the money. I don't have $500. I don't want to buy a new camera unless I'm like, you know, hit the jackpot. Look at this house. Can you believe this place is on Peanut Boulevard? Look at this. Incroyable. What a beautiful property. And I guarantee you that's probably one of the oldest houses on the street. Look at that. I don't even know when that was built. It's got that French turn of the century type of roof though. What a beautiful property. And look, we had so much enough rain. Look how beautiful the grass is everywhere. It's the opposite of LA and all these Southern California places. Man, that looks like it should be on Queen Mary Boulevard, man. You know? I was happy I got a couple of fire trucks responding before. Look at that. That looks like it should be on Queen Mary, man. You know, I think if you live on a street that's busy like this, or a highway, you must have really hard of hearing, because I think that's what it takes. Like for me, I couldn't do it, you know? See what I mean? I'm already sensitive to the noise coming through my window, frankly. You know? Yeah, so like I was saying, I'd love to get another camera because I'm aware the lens is kind of finished on this because when it shakes easily, you know, obviously when I'm, you know, when I'm zooming in and out as well, there's like a hesitation, like a vibration, it's sticking. I tried to clean it. So it's frustrating. Sometimes, you know, when it comes to this whole YouTube things, I'm almost tempted to like just throw my hands up in the air and I'm like, eh. I mean, again, I can't reiterate this enough, you know, my phone, yeah, it makes great video, but again, it's awkward to hold that. And not only is it awkward to hold it a long time, but just to getting it to record, you know, you got to find your icon and press that, and then you got to find the icon to record. You know what I mean? Like the camera I'm using right now, this Canon, what's great is I turn it on, I hit record right away, even if it's not in focus yet, which is pretty much a trademark for me, I guess. Look at this, all these business parking spaces. Cody art. The house turned into a business. Where's that house with that huge cow? Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if that's the entrance for the botanical gardens. I imagine it might be. Maybe there's more than one entrance. Because right now we're getting here to Boulevard Pinaf by 9. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to film this too long because I've already been walking a long time. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll film until, I like those step vans. Not with those diesels though. Anyway, I think I'll film a block or two down to Hochelaga and stuff. There it is. There they are. Look at that. There's 2 of them. Unreal. Check that out. And oddly enough, they matched the brown on the house. I don't think that's a coincidence, by the way. And look at even the railing, how beautifully detailed it is. That's weird. Everything looks, the windows look all like, you know, boarded up, so to speak. Wow, that's beautiful. Of course, I'm sure a lot of people would have a problem with that. Can you imagine a much more upscale, middle class, you know, upper class type of neighborhood? If somebody did that, they would freak out, man. They would like call the city and write letters. Oh my God, it's hideous and he's just horrible. And, you know, kind of reminds me of the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding, you know, when, you know, they show the house in the beginning and the garage door is a huge Greek flag painted on it. And I think there was a guy in DDO in the Burbs that did that actually. And he might have got in trouble for that. I don't know. I mean, I would hope not, but would I be surprised? Hey, you know, looking at this water, that reminds you, last night, 2 in the morning. Brief thunderstorm. I'm not going to say storm. Storm is a very loosely used word. Thunder shower. And, you know, I didn't get up. And then by the time I heard one that, like, one lightning that hit so close. Bang! It was so loud. I was like, okay, I gotta go out and record it. So all I did record some heavy rain. That was about it. Not more than that. You know. Well, this battery's not worth a damn much, but at least it's good for a while, because again, I don't feel like buying another battery now. Even a generic replacement battery, which is not as good or it lasts as long, it's like 30 bucks in the shipping. I'm just not into it. Coming up to the Big O here, the Olympic Stadium, former home of the Expos. I'm gonna stop here anyway and change the battery though. You know, I shit on a lot of things about how our money misuses our taxpayer monies for things, new things, but you know, stuff like that, I know that's very expensive, but it is beautiful. And areas like this that are generally depressed, it's necessary. It really is. It's funny, me was saying about how beautiful all the leaves are on the trees and everything, green, the color, but they're hiding the beauty of our Olympic Stadium, which I still can't believe there are actually people out there who would like to see this thing destroyed. I don't know how people can be so fucking stupid. Like, what the hell's the matter with people? There are people starving in the world. They don't have anything even that beautiful. They can't get their hands on it to eat, but people complain that this should be destroyed. I'm going to give you a full look of it. We're even going to cross, actually. No, I'm not going to cross. There's a construction over there. I was going to film that cement truck there, but it's too much of a rigmarole. It's not going to happen. Another reason why I'm not on the other side. Oh, it's cleared up nicely for now, though. Oh, lobster. Looks like Pinchy. Pinchy! If you don't know what I'm talking about, you've never seen The Simpsons. Scrap! Oh, more comfortable scrap. Air-conditioned scrap. Colorless cars, as usual. You know. I didn't think the sun was going to come out this much, actually. It's decent. Very nice. I admit it, okay? I love all huge and large vehicles, but again, looks are deceiving big time with these pieces of shit. Made in Quebec! And you know what the funny thing is? I always told people, like, it doesn't matter how much I've been calling those things scrap and shit boxes and all that for, like, it seems like a decade, and it didn't affect their sales ever. So when I saw last week that Nova Bus employees were on strike, I shared the post on Facebook. I said, yeah, I wrote good, you know. So be it. Time year. This beautiful wrought iron fence here. What are they making here now, eh? Oh, mackerel. Is this still part of this iBus thing? I don't know. If you don't know what vitesse is in English, you're pretty stupid. You should stay in school or go back to school or open a book or something. Check Google. Google it. Everything today is Google it. Back in my day, there was no Google. You had to get a book. You had to go to the library. Did I do that often? No. Oh, we're coming up to P9 metro station. Oh man, guys, I'm sorry. You know what? I never showed you. Oh yeah, I did show you one of the signs. Yeah. Boy, that Freightliner is brand new, so-called Freightliner. The other day I was looking at a picture of a Cascadia, and it occurred to me that the Cascadia has got a grille shaped like a Mercedes. It looks the same pretty much. And why is that? Because Freightliner has been owned by Mercedes for a long time, and that's basically the future. Is anything American is becoming bought out, you know, or whatever by foreign companies, because American vehicle companies are not as strong as they used to be. We're nowhere nearly as strong as they used to be, and that Peterbilt as a cement mixer, that's pretty rare out here. I remember when I was in San Francisco in 2006. You think I talk too much? When I was in San Francisco in 2006, man, all the cement mixers were Peterbilts. And the funny thing is, of course, I never took a picture of them because I wasn't on digital yet. I was still shooting in 35mm, so I went through like a roll a day of film pretty much, eh? Yeah, I like that big ass mixer. Well, I'm more happy with this video than I thought I'd be, actually. You know? Yeah, you see the Mercedes grille on that? The Cascadia is shaped kind of like that. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, by the way, if you enjoy what I do and you want to show your love there, you want to become a patron there, check me out on patreon.com. You could be maybe patron number 3 or 4 or 5, I guess, 4 or 5, and help me make more of a living on this. It's pathetic, frankly. It goes to show you how obsessive I am, but also just, you know, I'm not going to stop, you know, filming stuff just because I don't make a lot of money. Just because last month I made 320 bucks, yay! But, you know, again, I love doing this stuff. I'd like to do this for the rest of my life. As I told my mom a few years ago, I don't think I'll ever retire. I mean, what do I have to retire on anyway? You know? Yeah. Sir. Not sure why they're working on this so much here. This is, like I said, P9 metro station here. Both sides there, here. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, you know what? I think they're putting in elevators, probably. Elevator in French as ascenseur. Yeah, de Coubertin. There's a fire station on the street, but way more east of here, though. East is there, west, south. But unfortunately, as much as I'm sure this all entertains you, well, if you're still watching anyway, thank you. It's baffling. We're not even officially summer. Like I said, today's June 8th, 7th, and it's like there's construction everywhere. Anywhere there's an area in the city that's really old, there's construction. Things are being repaired. If it's not the goddamn roads, they're just changing the pipes. They're adding bike paths, or buildings are being... Look at this guy, wow. I wonder how long it would take me to break my neck. Yeah, well, it's better than those stupid segways. Hey, you know the segways, you're standing and you're like on these 2 little wheels. Man, they came out with those segways like 20 years ago. Why did they all of a sudden become popular? I don't know why. I mean, you know what I mean? Like those things, they must break all the time, because I never see anybody riding around on those things. And even that thing the guy was on right now, that whatever, that one wheel thing, I'm sure that'll break. Anything that's small, you know, like scooters and all that. I was telling a guy I talked to on the phone earlier, and spoke with a long time. I said, scooters, motorcycles, they all break, man. I don't know what it is. Something about small engines, not, you know. It seems like the larger an engine is, the more it's going to last. You know, I don't know. Like look at those locomotives. Like these old locomotives still in service. 70s, 80s. Christ, yesterday I went on Point St. Charles. I was by the yard, and they're still using those old switchers, man, built in the 50s and 60s. I mean, that's incredible, you know. Of course, they're rebuilt, but that's not the point. Oh, I like that. Look at this. Glad I didn't walk by this too fast. Love the shape of that door window and those lights. I don't remember what they call that glass, though, those little squares like that. You know. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm going to wrap this up at, I think, at the next block, which is Hochelaga Boulevard. I don't know. I'm going to see here. I know there's this guy standing here, but I don't want to, don't worry, buddy, I'm not going to show you here. Look at that. Is that beautiful or what? They're like half moons, man. Why don't they make stuff like that anymore? That's why everything sucks today, unless it's technology related. That's it. Everything else, look at all these fucking cars, for example. Jesus, Murphy. The only thing I looked at real quick that caught my eye was that Dodge Ram. That's it. Same thing with that Ford. Like I always say, I was born too late. A lot of you are like me, same thing. What do these kids know? They never lived through the cool stuff, you know? Let's see. I'm going to stop a second here. Well, I don't know if I'm going to make that bus now, actually. There's an 85 coming in 6 minutes, apparently, but I've noticed that this transit app I'm using, it's not exactly as reliable as it used to be. See, that I like. I love when houses have big numbers like that. That's rare. I'm visually impaired. I can actually see that from here. But when you get to stuff like this, that's pretty much why I can't drive. I can't see that stuff. Anyway, I like to catch that 85 bus because then I could take it all the way to Blvd, which is where I live, and walk down my street. I walked enough today. I don't feel like walking. I want to save some energy because I got to work on that painting I was telling you about. I'm doing of Elvis with the pink Cadillac. Eh? So. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's right here, Hochelaga. Beautiful. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Like I said, check me out on Patreon, Patron, whatever. you want to, you know, hey, well, that's not my bus. Oh, non-scrap. Non-scrap. Yeah. Yes, sir. So, finishing it up. So, take care, be good, stay safe. Thanks for watching, and subscribe and comment. Please, you know, encouraging comments, not bullshit. Hey, look, there's a Chrysler Crossfire, and there's my cue to stop because some guy's playing some annoying music I don't like. So, take care, guys. Bye-bye.